I want to show you something today that most AI content skips over entirely. Not the technical side, not the future predictions, not the debates about what AI might do in 10 years. The right now. The ordinary Tuesday. The 10 things that real, non-technical people are already doing with AI that make their daily life at home genuinely easier. None of these require any special skill. None of them require a paid subscription. All of them are things you could try today. Let us go through them one at a time. Number 1. Understanding letters and documents that confuse you. We all get them. Letters from solicitors, insurance companies, the council, the NHS, the bank. Full of language that seems deliberately designed to be hard to follow. You can paste the text directly into ChatGPT and say, "Can you explain this to me in plain English? I want to understand exactly what it is asking me to do." What comes back is a clear, plain language explanation, not a guess, not a summary that misses things, an actual explanation of what the document means and what, if anything, you need to do about it. People who have done this describe the relief of finally understanding something they have been putting off for weeks because it felt too complicated to tackle. Number 2. Meal planning and what to do with what is in the fridge. This is one of the simplest and most immediately useful things AI does. Open it. Type, "I have chicken, some leftover rice, half a tin of tomatoes, garlic and an onion. What can I make for dinner?" Make it simple. It will give you a recipe or several options, with steps, written for someone who is not a chef. You can ask it to make it quicker, cheaper, or suitable for specific dietary needs, and it adjusts instantly. Families use this to reduce food waste, cut down on the mental load of deciding what to cook, and discover things they would never have thought to make. Number 3. Writing the messages and emails that are hard to word. The complaint to a company where you want to be taken seriously without being aggressive. The follow-up to someone who has not replied. The message declining something you do not want to do. The email to a difficult family member. These are the messages we draft and delete for days. ChatGPT can give you a solid, well-worded version in seconds. You read it, adjust anything that does not sound like you, and send it. The blank page stress disappears. Tell it who you are writing to, what the situation is, what you want the outcome to be, and what tone you want. The more detail you give, the better the result. Number 4. Planning trips, events, and occasions. Planning a holiday, a family gathering, a birthday weekend, or even just a busy week can feel overwhelming when you are trying to hold all the pieces in your head at once. Describe it to ChatGPT. Tell it where you are going, who is coming, your budget, your preferences, and any constraints. Ask it to build you a simple itinerary or a planning checklist. It will not know everything about your specific destination. For current restaurant recommendations or opening times, always check directly. But for the structure of a plan, the things to think about, and getting the logistics in order, it is remarkably good at turning chaos into a clear starting point. Number 5. Learning something you have always wanted to understand. This is one of the most underused uses of AI and one of the most genuinely lovely. Think of something you have always been curious about but never quite sat down to learn properly. A period of history, how something works, a car engine, the stock market, the human immune system. A skill you wanted to pick up, a subject you studied decades ago and would like to revisit. Ask ChatGPT to teach you. Tell it your starting level, ask it to go slowly, ask follow-up questions endlessly without embarrassment. Unlike a search engine that gives you articles at whatever level they were written, ChatGPT adjusts its explanation to you specifically. Many people who felt that their learning days were behind them find this genuinely moving. The patience never runs out, the judgment never comes. Number 6, preparing for medical appointments. This one is important and worth spending a moment on, because the value here is specific. Before a GP or hospital appointment, many people struggle to describe their symptoms clearly, forget the questions they meant to ask, or leave feeling like they did not communicate what they actually wanted to say. You can tell ChatGPT your symptoms, your history, and what you are worried about, and ask it to help you prepare a clear, organised summary to share with your doctor. Ask it what questions you might want to raise. Ask it to explain a diagnosis or medical term in plain English so you can understand what you are dealing with. This is not using AI instead of your doctor. It is using AI to help you make the most of the time you have with your doctor. And that is a genuinely valuable use. Number 7, help with finances and household budgeting, not financial advice. Understanding. If you want to understand how a particular financial product works, a pension, a mortgage, an ISA, a credit agreement, you can ask ChatGPT to explain it simply. Not to tell you what to do with your money, to help you understand the words and concepts well enough to make your own informed decisions. You can also ask it to help you build a simple household budget, tell it your income and your known expenses, and ask it to help you see where things stand and where there might be room to adjust. Again, for any actual financial decision, speak to a qualified person. But for understanding, AI is a patient and non-judgmental teacher. Number 8, helping with children's homework and learning. Parents helping children with homework run into a familiar problem. Either they remember the subject well enough to explain it, or they do not. And sometimes they remember it, but not in the way it is being taught now. ChatGPT can explain almost any school subject at whatever level is needed. It can solve problems step by step, showing the working. It can explain why an answer is wrong rather than just providing the right one. And children can ask it follow-up questions directly without worrying about taking up a teacher's time. Used well, meaning with a parent involved, not as a shortcut to avoid the work, it is a genuinely good learning support tool. Number 9, writing for special occasions. Birthday messages, speeches, eulogies, cards for people you love where the words matter and you want to get them exactly right. These are some of the most emotionally significant things we write and often the hardest to start. ChatGPT is good at helping find the right words when they feel out of reach. Tell it who the person is, what your relationship is, what you love about them or want to honour about them, and the tone you want. It will give you something to work from. You shape it into your own voice. Many people find that seeing a first draft breaks the block, and from there, the real words come more easily. Number 10, decluttering the mental load. This is the one that surprises people most. Many of us carry an enormous amount in our heads at any given moment. Things to do, things to remember, things to decide, things we are worrying about. It is exhausting in a way that is hard to explain. You can simply tell ChatGPT what is on your mind, a list of tasks, a problem you are going around in circles about, a decision you cannot make, and ask it to help you organise it. What is urgent and what can wait. What the actual decision is, stripped of the anxiety around it. What the first step is. It is not therapy. It is not a replacement for the people in your life, but it is a surprisingly effective thinking partner for getting out of your own head and seeing something clearly. Those are the 10. Let me say them together. Understanding confusing documents, meal planning, writing difficult messages, planning trips and events, learning something new, preparing for medical appointments, understanding finances, helping children learn, writing for special occasions, and clearing the mental load. What connects all of them is the same thing. AI is good at removing friction. The friction of the blank page, the overwhelming plan, the confusing document, the question you are embarrassed to ask. These are not dramatic transformations. They are small, real, daily moments where things get slightly easier. And that is what technology at its best does. Not change your life in one go, make the ordinary days a bit less heavy. If any of these felt relevant to you, try one this week. Start small. One message, one meal, one question you have been putting off. And if you found this useful, subscribe and share it with one person who might benefit. There is always someone who has been meaning to try this but needed someone to walk them through it. We do that here, calmly, together. I will see you next Wednesday.